So welcome back to the fourth part of this tutorial. The first part we talked about how to download Capcut and install it on your mobile device if you don't have it before. On the second part we talked about how to import your videos into the timeline. On the third part we talked about how to add transitions and how to do basic color grading to your videos. Now on this part of the tutorial we're going to be looking at the audio, how to import sound and effect on your videos. So let's head back to Capcut. Now this is where we stopped in the third part of the tutorial. Capcut to preserve the last work you had on any project. So let's get on to how to add audio. We go to audio, sound, then wait for it to load, then we'll come to file, now come to device. So the audio that I want to use is named 60 seconds. So I just search in 60 and I search for it. So this is the audio. This is the preview of the sound. So to add it straight to my project work, I'll just click on this plus. Automatically it finds its way in to the project. So let's preview it and let's see how it looks. All right, so let me end it there, right? So I believe by this time I begin to feel the video much more. What changed? Sound, audio, give life to the video. So in trying to prepare a video, you should understand that the sound, what people hear, gives life to what they see. All right, so now this is a baby. So let us get a bit into advanced editing, just a bit, so that you can see what sound does. All right, so this is a baby that is chuckling. So I would add a sound that depicts a baby that is chuckling. All right, so I'll search for the word that the effect was added, was the effect that came with it. So I'm going to add it now. I'm going to preview it. So this is the first preview of the first one. Now this is the second one. Alright, so I would add both of them, then I would try to see which one fits in appropriately. So let me get the second one. Then this is the second. Alright, so let's preview it, let's play. Alright, so I would move it to just when the baby starts to move the mouth. So the baby starts moving the mouth just from the beginning of the clip, so I'll move it to the beginning of the clip. Alright, so at this point the baby is gone at the point of this transition. So anything I want to do, I would have to make sure that it ends here. I'll just drag the edge of the clip so that it ends there. Let's move this one away so I can see how it sounds. Let's listen to it together. Alright, so I don't want the sound of the baby laughing to be so sharp. So I want to be realistic. So what I would do is I would extend it a little and fade it. So in fading, when we look at the bottom of at the base of this application, you see split and fade. So I'll click on fade. Now you have fade in and fade out. So I would fade in a little, so it's not too sharp, and I'll fade out a little more. Fade out a little more. Yeah. I'll click OK. Good. So I can move this away, far away, and preview it again. Good. So you keep editing until you get the nice feel you want. So let's go right again. Alright, I think this is perfect, so I can delete this. Right, so we have alright. So are you playing something? Yeah. Very loud. So now if you notice that the sound that we imported didn't get to the end of the clip. So what do? We have to improvise to make sure that it gets to the end of the clip, because it can't just get to a point here and it can't just get here and stop, whereas our clip is still going. No. So what do? We duplicate this clip we are using. So if you move to the edge here, you see duplicate. So we just duplicate it, right? But we want it to be just one single take. We don't want it to have a pause before you get into the main thing again. So you click on this, drag it down to the next line, drag it to the next line. So you just have to just keep dragging, keep positioning it until you hit exactly what you really want. So at this point, let's preview to see how they both merge. If you can notice, there are two sounds overlapping each other. So how do we take them out? Very simple. So number one, I would want to fade this one out so that I can see how it is going, and also understand that I need a high beat in between. So I'll move it to the edge here. So let's just preview. Let me push it a bit further so we don't waste too much time. Alright, so I'm using that to listen to how the sound is going so that I will know what to do, and so I'm using this to listen to how the sound is going so that I will know. So I'm using this to listen to. So I am using this to know how the sound is going so I will know how to merge them together. Alright, so I now have the point where I want them to flow in. At this point, what do? I would fade in so it seems seamless. Alright, so we are almost getting there. It's sounding a bit seamless now, but I want to move it to this point. So let us preview it again. Alright, so at this point we do not even notice where the last clip ended and when this new one began. So it's as if it was a single clip, whereas we have to join two clips together. So merging two clips together will need you to listen to the music carefully. Notice where you have a high beat and when it's coming down so that it can merge seamlessly with the next one. So at this point, we have successfully merged two clips together to give us a very nice experience, and our video is almost done. So we'd end here for this part of the tutorial. In the next part of the tutorial, I'll be teaching us how to prepare our video, our already prepared video for export. Thank you for watching to this part. I hope it has been engaging and interesting so far. Please, I would love us to drop a comment or just let me know how it has been for you, how the experience has been for you so far. I'm going through part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4. We will prepare for part 5 as we prepare our video for export. Thank you. See you in the next video.